Hey everybody, welcome back to Dice Drop. This is what happened last time. So, we all had breakfast to sort of set up this family dynamic between the new players and the warehouse gang, which is what we're calling Hood, Shade, Rodney, and Data. You can call them whatever you want, that's just what we're calling them. Looks like us newbies already have a mission though, and that's to get information from this gang leader Skull at the club Mutation. And that's where, surprise, surprise, Xander happened to cheat on me. So, he also might be there tonight. Hood failed at training me, Oswald, and Remy into doing some kick-ass stuff. I got irritated at Hood, I stole his wallet. Then he found out I stole his wallet because I showed it to him, found his ID, and figured out his name. Then he immediately wanted to kill me, but that's life, right? But now I know his name and he knows my name, and I think we'll be homies in the end. Now, it's time to go to this club, I guess? And that's really all you missed, so, go listen to the episode. Don't have all fucking day.
Hi, my name's Allie, and I play River.
My name is Kyle Castles. I play Oswald Silva.
Hi guys, my name is Elena, and I play Remy.
And my name is James, and I'll be your friendly neighborhood dungeon master for this evening. And welcome to Dice Drop.
As you guys are walking out, Data pokes his head out. Hold on a minute. And he comes out with 3 watches. 2 rose gold for the girls, and a kind of blackish one for Oswald.
Oswald looks down at his watch and he's like, well, I kind of wanted better color, but no. You know what? Black's fine. Don't worry about it. Black's fine. I promise. I'm not upset. We're good.
Well, I will work on that for next time.
River's just staring at Oswald.
Remy is currently admiring this beautiful watch because now she actually has an accessory.
Oswald is looking at Jira, who's staring at River. Jira just stares all the time.
River
These are...
sticks out her tongue at him.
Ooh, how does he respond?
He flexes his tongue back.
Woo! This is how River and Jira are going to communicate now.
So, these are not fashion accessories. These are more... Well, they have more uses than just a stylish accessory. So, one moment, and he kind of backs into his room, shuts the door, and after you guys put on your watches, you guys can hear Data, almost like a voice in the back of your head.
Testing. Can you all hear me?
River puts her finger up to her ear and goes, "Can hear you loud and clear, cutie."
Rodney grabs your hand and pushes it down. Don't put your hand up to your ear.
I can do whatever the fuck I want. I feel like a spy.
Oswald slowly moves his hand up to his ear as like a mocking sort of thing.
Do you want to draw attention to yourselves?
Maybe.
Remy has this very serious look inside of her face, on her face, and inside her head, she's just singing in her head, trying to just sing something to see if it's a telepathy thing, because she just hears a voice inside of her head, and she's just testing to see if people can hear her thoughts, and she's just na, 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 na.
So, was that completely mental, or were you actually humming it?
That was inside of her head. She was humming it just to see if she's can anybody hear me?
Can
No.
River just be watching? Can River go from looking at Oswald to then just looking over at Remy, who I assume is bobbing her head a little bit?
I assumed that Remy had this blank expression of
Yeah. She does.
not moving, not bobbing her head.
She's got like this super serious look, and she's like, "Can anybody hear my thoughts?" And she's like looking like around the room, like with this blank, dead stare, and she's just like thinking all sorts of thoughts inside of her head.
Okay, then can River just like look at Remy and then slowly turn her head over to Rodney?
You see Rodney is just kind of looking at Remy and just, "Hey, Remy."
Yeah.
You're checking to see if it's telepathy thing, aren't you?
No. And then she goes back to like humming inside of her head. And this time she does have like a little bob, like.
Remy, oh my god, River just starts like, you see River put her head in her hands and she's like suppressing from crying because of how funny this is.
So you see Dada's door open again. He comes out. He looks at Remy, looks at Rodney. She's doing the shade thing, isn't she?
Okay, River falls on the floor dying. She just goes, honey, she's just like, hey, princess, it's through vibrations that we can hear it. It's really not.
Well done. It's through bone conduction, which is similar. Yes, you're on the right track.
Thank you. I sewed up many cars in my day. She has one single tear running down her cheek.
This will also allow me to keep an eye on your vitals as well. So, without a intrusive implant.
You just see Remy just go like, "Phew," like slyly, just "Phew."
All right, should we get going? I don't really want to hold this off any longer than it has to be.
Hey, really quick though, what do you guys have for weapons for us? Because the only thing I can do is talk to animals, so that's not very.
Not
if
true.
If it goes wrong out there, I can't defend myself.
Oswald, you can talk to the cash register and get the money.
Yeah, but that doesn't keep me from death. So
that's fair. We need him saved for the reptiles because I don't know how to take care of them.
So
Kira's just staring at her again. He actually hasn't stopped, nor has he blinked.
Remy just like shudders, like thinking that she might have to take care of him. Like, oh.
So
now Pearl is staring at Remy.
Oh God.
Rodney kind of looks at you and thinks for a second. Come with me. I gotta grab my rifle anyway.
Whoa, rifle?
Yeah, rifle. And he leads you into a door not far from the entrance, opens it, and inside is it looks like your standard run-of-the-mill armory, but very understocked.
You seem to be missing a few pieces here.
Well, we have been trying to gather some gear. This is about the best we have. So,
you have an invisible woman.
Yeah, well, And Rodney kind of picks up a rather large case, like sitting on a shelf, slings it over his shoulder. You can have just about anything in here. I mean, there's a couple pistols there. Definitely want something light because you're kind of going to be in the line of fire here. You're kind of going to be on the front lines. Don't want to draw too much attention to yourself. I mean, there's this collapsible shield here.
I do have a habit of protecting myself, so I think I'll take the shield. That'd be good.
Cool. And Rodney takes what kind of looks like a arm brace off of the shelf and hands it to you. Also, all you have to do is hit this button right here, and shield will form. So, cool.
For the next 5 minutes, Oswald's gonna keep hitting the button and undoing it.
Shrink, 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 shrink.
This is way more entertaining than I thought it would be. Oh, God.
If he wasn't gonna do it, I definitely was. So at least one of us.
I put my hand up without looking at her for a high five.
She high fives him. Poor warehouse gang having to deal with our bullshit.
Rodney just kind of, with his bag slung, with the case slung over his shoulder. You two, no guns, anything? No?
Dude, I can do this with my arm, and then she whips it out of the arsenal.
Yeah, you whip your arm out, retract it. Rodney goes, well, fair enough. Water. Remy, how's your water? How's your water doing?
Excuse me, what?
Hey, water, how's your Remy doing? That's pretty much what he was gonna say. I guarantee it.
River's back on the floor crying.
He was gonna try to give you a nickname, and then he's just like, you know what? That's kind of Hood's thing, so I'm just gonna call you by your name. Hey, Remy.
Yeah.
How's the water thing coming?
Not good.
I glare at River.
Listen, I've had these powers for 3 days, and I can whip my arm better than you can control your watery mess.
2 days.
Whatever, it feels like a lifetime.
Remy just sort of shrugs, and she's just like, well, I sort of guess if I have to use them, there's probably plenty of alcohol around that I could just, whoosh.
Oh, there's plenty of alcohol around.
I think
because I was able to control acid, and that was sort of weird.
Oswald's gonna roll his eyes ever so slightly, go pick up 2 of the smaller handguns and give one to each of them, and just be like, look, I know you guys have your powers that you could use for fighting, but better safe than sorry, right?
You think I can aim?
You will find out. Just take it.
Remy looks over the guns, and she's just like,
Come on,
and
high
then,
society. You gotta take it.
and then looks over to Rodney and is just like, do you got any Smith & Wessons? Specifically a 45 caliber? My daddy taught me how to use that one.
River's holding the pistol and looking at Remy like, what? And she just slowly lifts up her dress and puts the gun in the stocking waistband and just is still looking at Remy.
And then she just looks at her and she's like, oh, no. You do not want to put a gun there.
Where else am I going to put it?
The safety's on, so I don't think she's going to shoot herself.
Rodney just kind of looks at the both of you. Both of those. Give me those.
And just throws it back at him.
And you see Remy sort of flinch because she's grew up around guns and was just like, that's not how you treat a gun.
River's just like, give me, you know what? Give me anything tool-wise to go with cars, and I can definitely tear up a bitch. But if you give me shooty, blasty weapons, it's not going to work out well.
Rodney takes River's gun away. Remy, do you give yours back?
River honestly just looks at Remy and be like, honestly, I trust her more with a gun than I trust me, so I would let her have it.
I put it in the back of my waistband and cover my shirt with it like a sane human being.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna walk up to
the
Rodney.
safety's on.
I'm gonna walk up to Rodney real quick and just kind of whisper in his ear and be like, she could dual wield. That's a thing. She could do it. 2 guns, 2 hands. just putting it out there.
Rodney,
you see River look up going whoa, that'd be kind of hot. We should let Hood watch.
Rodney looks at you, Oswald, and I don't even really trust her with that one, so...
Remy glares because she's had gun training her entire life.
But had she had
him and I put my hands above him double the risk, double the fun. That's just my but.
I love Oswald so much.
Rodney kind of pockets the second gun himself. All right, let's go.
Wait, I'm really good at throwing shit. Do you have throwing knives or stars?
I really thought you were about to say, can I have the gun to throw it?
Wouldn't put it past her.
Yeah, right.
Just hold this button and shoot. Her aim's really bad. She just throws it instead and just eats.
You see Remy just like roll her eyes, and she's like, "It's this simple." Pulls it out of her, like turns off the safety and shoots like 3 times, like, and it's just like, and then cools it off, and she's like, "There, see, easy," and then shoves it back into her waistband.
Do you actually do that?
Yes.
Give me a dexterity check.
Dexterity check. Okay. To see how well I shoot.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
11.
Oh boy.
Rodney now takes the gun.
And then she just like sort of was like, "Granted, my daddy taught me when I was little, and it was for safety training in case anyone broke into the house."
You call that safety training?
Honey, my daddy taught me a lot of things, how to be open-minded about certain things and how to shoot to kill. Granted, I was 6.
I'm just gonna be behind.
River has her hand raised and goes, "Didn't people break into your house and you needed Hood to save you?"
Listen, there was about 25 of them, and I only had scissors. And she was like, "Wait a minute, where are those scissors?"
Ooh, can I use Remy's scissors? I can throw them.
No, neither of you get and ow, all of you.
Okay, Rodney, okay. In a case of an emergency, and I won't be able to use my powers, how likely is it that we can get me some sort of a way to carry around water that I can just, and then she like finger guns.
Is there
River looks at her and goes, "Ever heard of a flask, princess?"
I was gonna say, like, is there a flask or a canteen that's around?
Rodney kind of thinks for a second. I can get you something. But all of you out of the armory first.
Fine. And I like start to like walk up the stairs like
River is just going to be like, "All right, Rodney, it's your place, not mine." And she just like she's still on the floor, so she does like a little roll and then stands up and then actually follows Remy out.
Mm-hmm.
She's such a little shit.
Rodney closes the door behind him, locks it,
I figured.
and then he disappears for a second. You see his usual blue blur as he goes back toward the kitchen. You hear the water faucet for a second, and he comes right back. And he hands you a water bottle, like a little 16-ounce water bottle.
Okay.
It's the best we got right now.
And I take it and I try to figure out where to put it.
Okay. So, you guys ready?
Ready as I can be.
I'm about to go to a club where my ex cheated on me, and I'm going to probably see him again, and he's already looking for me. Let's go.
This is going to be a fun time. And Rodney leads you guys out of the warehouse and toward one of the speeders that you guys came in.
Did we pass by Data on the way out?
No, Data is securely in his room.
Did we pass by anybody on the way out?
No, Hood and Shade are both gone.
Damn. I wanted to click and unclick my shield and give them a thumbs up if they were there.
Jesus Christ, Kyle.
You can do that for Jira and Pearl.
Yeah, actually, I do that for Jira and Pearl because I don't think they know what a shield is. So.
They'd be like, "Wow, that's a weird arm plate."
Jira and Pearl are both like,
Wow.
I know, right? This is so cool. Anyway, bye guys. Keep the how about just guard Data. Don't freak him out, but guard Data while we're gone, all right?
Freak him out.
Will do, boss.
Cool. All right. See ya.
all right, so you leave the reptiles behind, and you guys get into the car. Rodney gets into the front seat, turns on the engine, and zooms off into the further into the city.
Does it matter who's sitting shotgun or not? Because I would say River would definitely be the first one shotgunning that car. Because she would definitely be like in the front of it, just going like, "Oh, this is a nice one. Hey, that's cool."
Rodney's just kind of focused on driving. River, you know the area fairly well. You know the turns that Rodney is making, and it's about a 10-minute flight to the entrance of the club. You see it's still fairly early in the evening. There's a line outside the door, and you hear Dada's voice.
All right, you should be on the VIP list, so you should be able to go right in.
River just goes, "Data, I'm from here. I am the VIP list."
I'm sorry, River, I hacked the VIP list and you were not on it.
No, that doesn't mean anything. I just walk in.
I mean, suit yourself.
Oswald just rolls his eyes.
River notices it and goes, "Hey, I lived here."
All right, you three out. I'm gonna go and stash the car, and I will get in a little later.
Sounds good.
All right. Can once they get out of the car, can River just like look at both Remy and Oswald real fast and be like, "Okay, guys, I know you've heard me talk about my ex a lot, but you both really need to understand he's a little crazy, and he was a little abusive, and he is very good at manipulating. So if I get a little bit weird, I apologize greatly."
Well, if he tries anything, I'll just, I don't know, I guess whack him in the face.
You gonna bop him with the shield?
Yeah, I'll give him a shield boop, shield bop.
And Remy's just like, and I'll just, and then she finger guns. Pew, pew.
River just goes, "I don't think you can, but we can try."
Wow, that's some amazing faith you have right there.
Remy gives a little wink.
All right.
Let's go.
All right, so the Mutation Club is it looks like a little hole in the wall place. There's a neon sign above the door saying Mutation, velvet rope keeping people in line, and two fairly large, burly guys standing at the door.
Do I know them?
They probably look familiar.
All right, cool. I just wanted to know.
So you guys approaching the door. Burly guy on the left is holding like a tablet-like device, and he's kind of flipping through a list. As you guys approach, he holds up his hand.
Hey, names?
You fucking know my name. Is he looking at her?
Uh-huh.
Name?
River.
He goes back to his list, flips through it a couple of times.
Good to go.
Of course I fucking am.
He looks at the other two.
Yeah, we're with her. She just forgot to say that.
Y'all have names?
Yeah, you're hilarious, River.
Give me a persuasion check.
Me or her?
Oswald.
Okay. 17?
He looks at his buddy. Buddy shrugs.
All right, seems legit. Going in.
In his head, not out loud, he's just gonna be like, "That didn't take a lot."
So you guys go into the club, and you instantly hear the thumping music. There's a long hallway with like a coat check, bored-looking girl standing at the counter. As you turn, there's a set of double doors. You push those open, and the music is instantly louder. There's a spacious dance floor. Just to your right, there's a bar. Several people gathered around it trying to get drinks. Many with very neon, kind of glowing drinks walking around. There's 2 balconies on either side, kind of 2 levels, with people crowded on all levels, on all the balconies. There's a live DJ on the far wall, and the dance floor is packed. So what are you guys gonna do?
I just look at River and I'm like, you know the layout of this place. I have no idea where we are. I don't go outside.
River looks at Oswald and goes,
I feel that on a deep and emotional level, and this isn't particularly my favorite place to hang out either.
does she know what Skull looks like?
Give me an intelligence check.
Okie dokie. My dice have been very finicky today. Let's pick this one. 4.
No, guy is not ringing. You kind of know him. You can't really put a face to the name.
Okay, so like I know of him, but I don't know his face.
Yeah.
All right. So River does what she thinks would be the best call, because what's the one person that knows everyone that comes around? It's the bartender. Mm-hmm. So she immediately goes to the bar.
Okay. The other 2, are you following or?
Yep. Like look to Oswald and just like shrug and follow River.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. So you go to the bar, and there are 2 bartenders, both actively mixing various glowing liquids together in a shaker, shaking them up, handing them to customers, mixing various drinks, pouring beer, etc. They are moving very fast. There's a little bit of a crowd around the bar. You can try to push your way toward the bar if you wanted to.
Because I know I could get their attention, but that would ruin everything. So River's just going to stand outside the crowd, and she's just like going, all right, what's the best way to get a bartender's attention? And she looks over at Remy.
Remy just like sees River looking at her and just goes, what?
Oswald looks at Remy and is like, I think you know.
Does Remy still have her fishtail braided?
Yeah.
River immediately goes up to her hair and shakes it out and goes, go.
What am I supposed to ask him?
Okay, you're gonna show off your cleavage. You're a very pretty princess. You're going to flirt with him a little bit, and then we're gonna know where Skull is. Go!
Okay. That was Elena saying okay, and now this is like Remy like messing, like proofing her hair, and like just slightly lowers down her like band tee crop top sort of deal.
I was gonna say River like takes her back real fast before she goes and starts lowering down her shirt a little bit, and then goes go.
And I start to force my way up to the bar.
I would say with me and River in not like a hot pursuit, but like
River's just standing next to Oswald with her arms crossed, just like this better work. I hope to God they aren't gay, or else we're sending Oswald in there.
I'm usually a 4 out of 10, so good luck with that.
Hold on. I need a. Okay. So
Sending Oswald in?
you'll find out. You'll find out.
Okay.
Anyway, Remy, give me either a agility check or a strength check, depending on if you're kind of weaving your way between people or if you're just kind of strong arming.
I am weaving, my good man.
So give me an agility check.
All right, here we go. 22, my dude. A 19 plus 3.
Yeah, you easily manage to kind of weave your way through people. The multiple females at the bar kind of looking at you as you're kind of weaving through, like, excuse you. And the guys are kind of easily moving out of the way, like, hello.
Just like slightly like puffing out my ass.
You do get to the bar. One of the bartenders, the one closest to you, looks at you. Just give me just a moment, sweetheart. All right, I'll be right back. And he just kind of finishes his drink, the drink he's making, and comes over to you, leans on the counter. Oh, what can I get for you?
And then I like do like the whole move of like crossing my arms to make the Bajangas look a lot bigger than what they are, and just lean up onto the counter and like just bat my eyes, like just like look like just putting on the charm, as it were. And it's just like, I need two things from you. First, can I get a Moscow Mule?
Give me a presence check.
Aha. All right, please roll good. I got a 13. I mean, luckily I have a +4, so.
He glances down. You do see him glance, and he kind of, sure thing, sweetheart, and walks away, mixes your drink real quick, and puts it back down in front of you.
Oh my god. Making Remy do this was the smartest decision of River's life.
And then, like, she, like, ups the flirtation game and, like, gives him a wink and is just, like, doing, like, the little, like, finger crawl up his arm, and is just like, now, the second thing is, and then boops him on the nose to be really cute. Where can I meet the lovely man, Skull? And then, like, bats her eyes again.
Persuasion.
Yeah, 11. Not as impressive. I'm laying it on too strong.
Nowhere you'll be able to get into. And he walks away.
Oh god.
Ooh.
Damn it.
Okay, so then, is there any guys around that look like they also work here?
Oh.
Other than the bartenders?
Not in the current crowd that you're in. Most of them are they just kind of look like your standard club goers, bar goers. Most of them fairly tipsy already.
When she's doing that, can I do a perception to see if, like, I can find any people that definitely look like they're in a gang here?
Give me a perception check.
All right, sweet. Let's hope this dice is good. I got 24.
Wow.
All right. You look around, and you know most of the insignia for most of the street gangs, you know, being around the scene a while. You do see a guy with a kind of a Letterman style looking jacket with flames running up and down the arms, and in embroidered letters saying hot rods on his back.
All right, this is what River's gonna do then, because she doesn't know if Remy's gonna be able to get the information or not, because there's a good chance we're both gonna get information. She doesn't know. River then looks down at her boobs and uses her push-up bra and, like, pushes them up and goes, "Stay here, Oswald."
He just nods and he's like, Okay.
She goes up to him. She does the little like hit on the shoulder, like the little tapping.
Mm-hmm. Guy turns around. You see the look in his eyes. His eyes are a little red. He's not quite drunk. He might be a little tipsy. He's a good 6 inches taller than you. And he looks down at you. Hey.
Alright, I'm gonna do something that's gonna be very offensive to Remy, and I don't care right now.
Okay.
So she, instead of doing her normal, like, thick voice, she heightens it a little bit. She's just like, hi.
How's it going?
It's really good. So, like, I'm just super attracted to street racers, and I just saw your Letterman jacket, and I just, like, wanted to come over and talk.
I'm gonna call that deception.
I got a 13. River's not as good as this as Remy is. Give her a break.
He kind of looks at you, kind of looks you up and down. All right, let's talk.
So, like, is the race, what, like, is it like a gang? Like the racing with the Letterman jacket and everything? I'm just, like, so interested.
Yeah, we're kind of the best speeder racing gang around, you know? You never heard of the Hot Rods?
I mean, like, I've heard of them, but I never, like, have gotten to speak to any of you.
Well, you're speaking to one now.
Can Oswald hear this?
Data can.
If Data can, then Oswald can because of the comms. So Oswald's just gonna be standing there, like, hand on his face, like.
Remy is hardcore rolling her eyes because she's like, "That's not how I sound."
Pretty good Remy impersonation, yeah.
No, I can't stop laughing. So she's just like, so do you guys, like, have a leader or anything? She's, like, taking one of her dreads and, like, is twirling it around her finger.
Well, I
God,
mean,
if he says, "Take me to your leader."
Take me to your leader.
yeah, of course we have a leader. I mean, what kind of gang doesn't have a leader? I mean, he's our best driver.
Oh, so, like, what's his name?
I mean, his name's Joker.
That's not the one we wanted. River's just going like, this wasn't the right one. This is the bad call. I can't get out of this mess. So I think my friend is actually having issues at the bar. It looks like someone's harassing her, but, like, here's my number.
Please tell me Remy's just sitting there, like, unharassed, just minding her own business.
Probably just sipping away at her Moscow Mule.
Takes a pen and just puts down random numbers on his arm. Like, please call me. I just want to talk to you more. You just seem so interesting. And she just, like, tries to crawl away.
Just so happens to be the rejection hotline.
River doesn't have a fucking phone.
I mean, sure, I'll call you.
Yeah, please. I really want to hear from you. I'm sorry. You just know how guys can get sometimes. She, like, winks at him and then walks away, and she goes, I can't fucking believe I fucking did that, and it was the fucking wrong gang, and it's the fucking... Could she feel Rodney laughing over the...
If Rodney is laughing.
I feel like that was very funny.
You hear a heavy sigh.
Remy, hang on. I keep saying Remy. River just goes, shut the fuck up, sweet cheeks. That was the best I had.
That's the best you had. We're all in trouble.
Okay.
You hear
I have an
Oswald
idea.
go,
I have an idea. So based upon, is this like a generic like dance club?
Pretty much, yeah.
So in my mind, there would have to be like a VIP section.
Mm-hmm.
Should I roll like a what is it, perception check? I like blanked my mind for a solid second to see if I can like look from where the bar is to see if there is a specific VIP section.
I'm gonna call it an investigation.
Investigation check. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
19.
Oh, God bless your heart, you beautiful piece of shit.
You look around for a second, like, kind of looking for a VIP section, and you see, like, if you're looking toward the DJ, like, away from the entrance, off to your left, you see, like, a couple of girls flirting with a kind of a bouncer-looking guy. He, after a moment, he just kind of smiles, nods, and opens a velvet rope leading to a staircase.
I hate girls.
So then so if I whisper, will they be able to hear me through the comms over like the amount of noise that is in this room?
They'll hear it, yeah.
Okay, so I like relay all of this information in like a whisper, and then I'm just like, I have a plan. Like, Remy's like, I have a plan. And then she like...
Then River goes, oh, really? Tell me.
And then I whisper all of this like through the comms, like in Remy fashion, but it's just like, I'm gonna tell it to you guys in like my voice. So the idea is that River and Remy go up to the bouncer, act like they're like super, like just basically like flirt their way in there, and like if they like try to refuse Oswald getting in there, they'll be like, oh, he's just like he's like our assistant, like that sort of like a deal, like he has to come with us.
He has to come. He's like our brother.
He's our detail.
River goes, can I talk in my normal voice, or do I have to go 6 octaves high again?
You might have to do a sweet voice, because I don't know if it's gonna work with your voice. No offense, but it might not work.
No, I sound like an asshole. It's totally cool.
And then I just like say through the comms, do you guys think that's gonna work?
I mean, I don't see why not.
Can I do a check for Xander? We've been here for a minute now.
That should be like your expertise is Xander check.
I need a Xander check stat.
I'm gonna call this one a perception.
Okay. I got a 21.
Ooh.
I know. I love my perception.
You look around the crowd, specifically scanning for Xander. You don't see him quite yet.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, yeah, let's go with Princess's plan.
Okay, and here's the thing. You're gonna have to act a little drunk.
Oh, easy. Is someone walking by River right now?
I mean, probably.
Does that someone have a shot and or a drink?
I mean, probably.
She definitely steals their drink, chugs it, and gives them the empty glass.
Give me a sleight of hand.
Alrighty. I got a 21. He's asking me to do my very good stats.
You manage to go over, reach over, grab, it looks like a very neon, like acid green drink, chug it, and hand it back. Like you put it in,
away.
Like you put it in their hand. It doesn't even look like they noticed.
River then goes, all right, I'm good, let's go.
Give me a...
Fortitude.
Yep.
Got 10.
You're a little
You are
tipsy.
Oh,
you are feeling it.
River just
So
I'm good.
So I like grab my drink and make my way out of like the bar area and head over to where they are, and I'm just like, "You ready?"
River just does a peace sign.
All right.
I like flip my hair and I'm just like, "Let's do this," and I like strut my way up there.
Oswald
I
wants
want
to get a little
Oswald.
buzz.
I want Oswald to hear this because, like, I want to hear it within the watch. Her just go, "How does she do that with her ass? Does my ass look like that when I walk away?" She like turns and looks at her ass while she's walking, like she tries to, and she's just like, "What?"
You do remember that I was saying that I don't go outside, right? I don't know how to do that. I don't know how anybody does that.
No,
Oh,
but
I
I'm
am.
doing that.
I'm making this 100% canon. Remy is an ass girl. She's got
Nice.
She's got average size tits. She is all ass and all thighs. She
Oh,
is
boy.
a thick girl from the waist down.
River's honestly just staring at her ass and like, is that how is she? How can
So what
she?
you're saying is River was born with all of the dummy, but none of the thick.
You mean old Remy was? Because River has pretty much average everywhere.
No, you don't have any thick. So you were born with all the dummy, but none of the thick.
Hey, River is very smart compared to most of my characters.
Remy, I need you to give me a presence check.
Ah, of course. Well, bam, 17. 13 plus 4, my dude.
You hear a couple whistles as you're kind of strutting your stuff.
I flip my hair, like, just sort of like toss it, like, I know.
River like is like doing that weird little jog thing that like the not as cute girl always does next to the really cute one, and she's just like, how do you?
She's like, wait up.
Okay. She's just like, I can't. How does your ass do that?
Yeah.
And then I like look to her and I'm like, it's all in the diaphragm. You just gotta like, and then,
River's just like, excuse you?
and by now I assume we are up towards the bouncer men.
Yeah, the bouncer is already looking at you like, huh. Like he is looking you up and down as you approach.
River is just like going slightly behind her, and she's just like,
I give him like a little wink this time, and I'm just like, hi boys. And I'm just like laid it on super sweet.
I need River, if you're putting on a performance as well, give me a presence
River
check
is
as
not.
well.
She is being quiet and just watching the master right now. River's just honestly just watching her. She like does a smile, but that's about it.
Okay, so the bouncer is just kind of, can I help you?
And then she like looks at them and just smiles sweetly, and then points with the hand that doesn't have the drink in it and is just like, what is a girl and her two friends, and then gestures to River and Oswald. What do we gotta do to get back there? And then I give another wink.
Well, I mean, this area is for VIPs. Are you a VIP?
What kind of VIPs?
Very important people.
Yes, I get that, but we're in the lower district, so is it for racers? Is it for dealers? Is it for... Come on.
Didn't
If
Data
you don't-
put us on the VIP list?
Yeah.
The bouncer kind of looks at you and just, if you don't know, you don't belong here, honey.
Did Data put us on the VIP list to like get in anywhere in the club, or just the list to get us physically in the club?
As far as you can tell, just to get into the club, because this guy isn't holding any sort of list.
Okay, at this point, River goes like, and she steps in front of Remy and goes,
Hi, my name's River. I'm Xander's girl.
Okay. I'm gonna let you give this a call. Persuasion or deception?
All right, persuasion it is. I got 17.
You do look kind of familiar.
Yeah, I won all of the races. I just won one last week. Let me the fuck in. Let us the fuck in.
I'm sorry. I immediately thought of in the game Skyrim. If you have a bounty on you, the guards come up and be like, "Wait, I know you." That's immediately what I thought of.
River's just like, just let me and my friends in. Okay?
Oh, yeah, you did win the race at the crossroads the other day.
I did, you're right.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think I did see you with Xander.
I was with Xander.
Where is he?
I don't fucking know. He said he was gonna be here.
Huh. Well, I mean, I guess a winner of a race belongs here, I guess.
Yeah, I fucking do. Can we get the fuck in? I mean, look, I'm wearing a dress. I dolled myself up for him and everything. You know I never do this.
Mm-hmm. You can go.
But wait a minute,
they need to come with me.
Her.
They need to come with me. River gets really close up to him and goes, I'll get you a date with the blonde if you let them come with me.
Persuasion.
I swear to God, if this works.
And if it doesn't work, can I like help out in a way by like just giving like a little wink?
It was an 18, guys.
Remy, you see the bouncer kind of look down for a second, look at you.
I
nod.
like give a wink and like just wiggle my fingers like, hello.
See, she's cute and stupid. Come on.
Full on Obi-Wan Kenobi. Hello there.
All right, you all can go up. And he clicks the velvet rope and pulls it off.
All right. River goes, hey, what's your name, by the way?
Fred.
Fred. I'll let you be front and center for one of my next races. And she walks upstairs.
Oswald pensively stares off in the distance. I had a friend named Fred once. He's still spacing out. Like you're gonna have to pull him out of this. He's spacing out hard.
River is pulling Oswald in.
I like grab a hold of his hand and like just put on like a smile, like thank you boys, and then just drag him in.
River is looking at both of them, being like,
Xander's definitely gonna know I'm here now if he comes here tonight. So we're fucked, but that worked.
I can honestly probably kick his ass. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah. Talk our way into this. I don't think we can talk our way out. And then I strut down the hall.
River goes to, like, she is speaking to her communicator. She's just like, well, Rodney, was that fucking better for you?
I mean, it worked.
All right, let's go into the VIP room, I guess. I don't.
So you guys head up the stairs. You get to the second level. There's another velvet rope and a sign saying VIP lounge upstairs. You guys follow the sign up to the third level. Another sign pointing upward. And it leads to a set of heavy double doors. Very ornate looking, and a sign, placard saying VIP lounge. And as you guys approach, the doors automatically swing open. And you see a fairly not so crowded room, but there's a number of people in here. Most of them wearing kind of black leather jackets, jeans, t-shirts, just kind of chilling on couches. Few people dancing on kind of a private dance floor. The back wall is mostly glass looking down onto the rest of the club. And you look around and you do see a guy kind of sitting in a corner with a skull mask covering most of his face.
Is it like a tattoo or is it a mask?
It's an actual mask.
Okay.
I can assume that is our guy.
River just does a finger gun toward him. Just.
Oswald's like, oh, right, because skull is skull. Yeah, okay. I get it now. I see.
How does our DM live with us?
Not easily.
Lots of face palms and bourbon.
Bourbon.
All right. River is like looking at him and then looking at Remy and then looked at him and then looks at Oswald and then is just like, all right, now what? That everything that I just did was all I had.
I like push up the titties and pull down the shirt.
River just goes, is that your only move? I mean, it's very useful, but...
And then I like
Really?
flip my hair back and take a sip of my drink and I go, this is what got me most of through college, and strut my way over there.
Really quick, because Kyle, have the memory of a goddamn goldfish. What are we here for again? Like, what's skull for?
To get information about Remy's dad or what they wanted to do with Remy's dad.
Got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
his dad, they had information to give Remy's dad, and we need to find out what the information was.
And I assume that since I am his daughter, that I might be able to get the most information.
But we also don't want to say that you are his daughter, just in case.
Yeah,
Right.
I'll just say that I'm like, what's that word that like you put in plate in lieu of someone?
You're an
that word?
acquaintance of the family?
No, like there's like a correspondence. No, there's like a specific liaison.
Hi, my name is Remy Monet Lancaster. I'm a 14th cousin, 4 times removed.
It's a liaison. I'll say like I'm a liaison of Augustus. He's asking for me to be able to check to see if this information is worth anything. Like that's what I'm basically probably gonna end up doing.
Does
Okay.
Remy's dad have the same accent, though? Because I think you might want to
Yes.
use a different accent.
Yeah, he does. He has a southern.
Okay.
Because they're from Georgia.
Georgia Southern. Yeah, you're gonna
So,
want to
yeah,
use a different accent.
she's definitely gonna be using a different accent. She does
Yeah.
not want people to know who she is at this point because she's still paranoid over the men in black.
Right.
So
Okay.
she struts her ass over there.
Okay.
With me and River in close pursuit too.
You guys, Remy, you head over to Skull. And he's kind of lounging on a couch, kind of by himself, kind of admiring the dancers, looking around at everybody at the bar. And he eventually does notice you walking directly up to him. And he kind of looks at the trio, and just,
What?
Can River just hold out her hand for a second and be like, hi, my name's River. I am a big fan, and I am one of the top racers. Good to meet you, sir.
he looks at your hand, looks back at you.
I just showered.
What do you want?
Oswald's looking at River like, why does that matter?
I whip out my phone and start like pretending to text on it and like act like I'm super important and like do like that whole like shtick. And I go, and like my best, like try not to do Southern accent. Like she just goes, we are here to discuss what you need to talk about with Mr. Lancaster and his associates. We are liaisons for the family. And like continues like pretending to text and then like puts her phone down and she goes, I presume you are Mr. Skull.
I need a deception check and I need it to be high.
Hi.
River is like trying her best not to laugh right now too, so that bitch better be high.
Yeah, and Oswald's just looking at this like, oh boy.
12. God damn it.
Go away.
And then I just roll my fucking eyes, put my phone inside my pocket, and then she like crosses her arms with her drink in hand and goes, okay, look, I'm trying to figure out where the fuck my daddy is. You need to tell me right now.
River goes, Remy!
Well, that didn't last very long.
Rodney just hears River scream, Remy!
Rodney and Data both hear me slap the fuck out of my face.
You look like a man who doesn't want to shoot the shit, so I'm just letting you hear right now. I am his daughter. We are here to figure out the information you wanted to tell him so we can get back to doing our business. That sound good?
You lasted 10 seconds.
You hear over the comms.
What the fuck are you doing?
I was
Remy
really
knew
hoping
they
that
were
was
going
Data
to
freaking out.
Remy knew they weren't going to get anywhere after he said leave.
I need everyone to make a perception check.
Oh, God.
You did this.
I
did this.
Yeah, I got a 9.
For once, I wasn't the one that fucked anything up. I got a 20.
I got 17.
Oh, what was it, Allie?
A 17.
Okay. Remy, you are focused, like staring daggers at this guy. You don't notice, but the other two do. As other members of the gang are starting to look in your direction, a few of them are starting to stand.
No. Oswald.
I see it.
Remy stands her ground.
She lasted
back down.
She lasted 10 seconds. Oswald.
I just look at her like, we're gonna die.
Yeah, we are. We're gonna die so hard. This is how we die. Hey, Rodney, we're gonna die.
You hear Rodney on the other end.
Hey, Rodney, it wasn't my fault.
I know it wasn't.
I just wanted to make it clear.
You can hear just unintelligible mumbling from Rodney, just Skull looks at you, kind of chewing on something real quick.
River, I just want to do one thing and then you can continue. Whispers over to Oswald. Maybe if we stand still enough, he'll stop seeing us.
I don't think he's a T-Rex.
Does this work for Jira?
No, he does. He can still see. He stares directly at me. I've tried.
Skull stands.
He's probably huge, and Remy's just like still standing her ground, looking up at him.
Rodney, the princess is gonna die.
What was your name again?
Her name was Beth.
And then I just go, my name is
No.
Remy
She's saying
Monet Lancaster. And my daddy was Augustus Lancaster.
No, he wasn't.
You
She's
you
lying.
hear in the back of your skulls.
What's Data doing through all of this?
He's just silently going like, these fucking morons.
Just slamming his head on the desk multiple times.
Every time he does, Jira and Pearl flinch a little.
Just
And after Remy says that, she holds out a hand and goes, nice to meet you.
Actually gonna die. Oswald, I didn't want to die. I'm only 19. I haven't lived my life. I slept in a car for 1.5 years.
I have no response. Let's just see how this plays out.
It's not going to. This is how we die. We should have took the guns.
you hear you guys notice, all except for Remy, notice the room has pretty much gone silent except for the music that's playing. All of the gang members are standing now.
Oh boy.
Can
One
we do
of
a
the-
Xander check? Just to add to it. Can we do a Xander check? Just to add to it.
Let's not.
Just fucking do it.
No, you don't see him.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Not
He
in the
hasn't made
room.
it yet. He hasn't made it yet. That's cool.
You hear a guy, Remy, you have no idea what is said, because it's in the lowborn speak.
What?
You hear, like, to you, just unintelligible syllables. Oswald, you definitely hear it.
Oh, good.
You hear, almost as if it's in English, hey, this is the professor's daughter. They're offering a lot of money for her.
As soon as I hear that, I kind of push my way
God, Zoe.
in front of Remy, and I'm like, look, man, her mother was killed in front of her, and her dad is missing. The only thing we want to know is what you were going to tell him, or possibly where you think he went, and then we are out of your hair. I promise.
River's hands are, her face is in her hands. She's just like accepting her fate at this point.
Give me a persuasion check, Oswald.
Thank you.
Oh, shit.
That's a 19
Oh, my
total,
God.
boys.
Kyle, thank fuck. You are a beautiful specimen.
I'm gonna give you one chance. Leave.
So no information then. Nothing. Not even
I ain't got nothing for you.
not even the daughter of the guy that you were gonna help. That seems a little, kind of rude. But then again, you don't look like the nicest guy.
Oh, God.
Uh,
Oh, God.
Oswald,
Hmm.
you hear again in lowborn speak. What is he talking about? You were gonna help a guy.
Am I turning his gang on him?
Oh, no. Do it. Do it.
Do it. Do it.
Do it.
I turn around to the one that spoke and I say because I'm assuming I can speak lowborn as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
you just speak everything.
Yeah, so I turn around and I look at the guy, and in lowborn I say, he has information that will help us find this girl's dad. Her mother was killed in front of her. That's about it. She's had a rough time. Help her out.
River can River like understand a little bit of this, or like she's just too distraught right now to even be like.
River would know enough, being lowborn herself.
Okay, so
He
River's
like
just
probably hearing broken English.
Yeah, but River's just like finally looks up from her hands, looks at Remy, and goes, "You dumb bitch."
And then I like look back and I'm like, we weren't getting anywhere in the first place.
You were definitely not getting
I tell
anywhere
both of them
now.
to shush.
The guy looks from you to Skull. You a fucking snitch, man?
Cool. As soon as he says that, you see River like flinch, like, oh.
Remy takes like one small step back and lowers her hand because she definitely knows now she's not getting the handshake.
She's only now lowering her hand?
Yeah.
It was
She
up
was
the entire
waiting.
time.
The gang starts to advance on Skull.
Ooh.
Tell me this doesn't mean what I think it means.
Hey, I don't know what they're talking about. I wasn't gonna. I'm no narc, man. You know I'm no narc.
So wait,
Okay.
I have a question. What were you going to do when Professor Lancaster showed up to talk to you directly then?
We are just throwing this guy under the biggest bus.
These guys are advancing. I'm gonna give you guys
Okay.
one. Are you guys getting out of their way?
Yeah, River is. She's just like, that's your beef.
Is there like a way that like I could like prepare an action? Like I'm getting it ready while this is all happening?
What do you want to do?
Just getting myself ready to like use like a water ball.
I mean, you can brace. But are you doing that?
She's probably like getting herself ready to run, if anything. I'm just asking if you can like physically like prepare an attack in this game. Like I know how like in D&D you can like ready an action,
Mm-hmm.
but like I'm just wondering if we have the same mechanics in this game.
You can tell me you're doing whatever you want, just like in D&D.
Okay.
If you want to say that you're preparing to use the liquid in the glass as a projectile, yeah, you're preparing to use that water. That's a free action.
Okay, so then I guess like what she's gonna do is she's going to like be thinking like in her mind like to get it prepared, and then she's slowly gonna be like backing away, but like not throwing the water at anybody just yet.
Is there any way that River can like see her hand movements and see what she's trying to do and just look at her and shake her head like, don't you fucking dare?
Give me a perception check. Is
All
Remy
right.
Remy's trying to hide it, I assume.
Yeah. Like
Okay.
she's holding like clearly like the glass like at her side, but then like with her eyes she's like looking at it like move, but then like instinctually her hands are like sort of like moving, and then it would like form into like a fist, like sort of almost like waterbendery, but like that's what like she's doing, but she doesn't notice that like her hands are doing this in a way.
All right, well, I got an 18.
Okay. Remy, give me I'm gonna call it a sleight of hand.
Okay. Because she doesn't she doesn't know that she's doing this, but like instinctually, this is what her body is doing
Right.
to like control it. So that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 13.
So River, you do see it.
Okay, so she immediately hears from her watch, so it's like ringing, like I'm whispering it, but she can feel it like from the conduction. She's just like, don't you fucking dare, princess. I swear to fucking God, you already said your fucking name. If you show him that we're fucking mutants, I'm actually going to destroy you and shave all of that pretty blonde hair off your little fucking head.
And then like she, like hearing that, like Remy just like sort of like snaps out of it and like looks at her hand and then like shakes it off.
Okay. While you guys are doing this, you guys have moved out of their way. The guy who was talking is now standing inches away from Skull,
Oh boy.
grabs him by the jacket, and you can see the fear in Skull's eyes beneath that mask.
River does it again, and like she doesn't talk to Remy, but she like instigates the situation again because that's her like skill. She's like, so as I said again, what exactly were you gonna do when Professor Lancaster showed up here?
Roll that annoyance check, my dude.
Roll that annoyance check, my dude.
While she does that, I'm gonna put my arm up as if to like get the shield ready just in case.
James, it was a 22.
You see the guy's Skull's eyes go wide. The guy's holding him. His scowl gets deeper.
Yeah. What the fuck were you gonna tell him, Skull?
And he braces and basically throws the guy
Ooh.
at the glass, which shatters under his weight, and he tumbles down to the dance floor.
So, like, to the dance floor below.
Yep.
Safe to say Skull is almost dead or possibly dead.
Okay, so here's the thing. I think we need to take Skull with us.
Oh no.
Like, dead ass. Like, not back to the warehouse or anything, but, like, just take him with us.
I look at the big guy and I'm like,
Because now I'm, like, thinking that he's, like, he was putting up a front in front of these people.
yeah. I look at the big guy and I'm like, all right, so here's the thing. We helped you apparently root out a narc. In my mind, we can leave because we helped you. Because we're done here. We don't need anything else. We're good.
The guy turns. You see his scowl. And in Lowborn speak, just without breaking contact with you, Oswald, looks at the rest of the guys, says, "Get him."
Oh, shit.
And out the door.
I need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh, boy. Oh.
That is where we're going to call a session. Thank you guys so much for listening in. Tune in next week for episode 3. Be sure to check out our social media pages, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And for news and our blog, please make sure to check out our website, dicedropblog.com.